All right, so welcome everyone. This is our aerobic interval training class. This is session number 3. So now we are, I guess you could say we're promoted to 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. So 40 seconds of active work, 20 seconds of recovery. We have 6 sets or 6 groups, and each group consists of 3 exercises, and we're going to do each group twice. So we're looking at about 36 rounds of 40 seconds each. So last time I believe we got close to about 300 calories burned. So with increasing by 5 seconds times 36, what is that? So we're adding only about 3 more minutes worth of work, but you'll see how much more calories. Well, hopefully, you'll see how many more calories we burned today just by adding 3 minutes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with our warm up. I'm going to start this now because we always track our warm up. So let's just go trunk rotation here. Hopefully everyone's feeling good. And again, and if you're not feeling too great, we could always back off at 30 seconds. But if you're feeling good, then give me the 40. And again, there's going to be some movements that are a little bit more taxing than others. Let's do our neck circles. Switch directions. Equipment for today, I believe, is just our bodies. Not sure if we need a chair for today. You might need some light dumbbells. And if you have a mini band, resistant band, you can do that too. Okay, so reach up towards the ceiling. Up towards the ceiling. Lean right. Probably get a little sweat on today. Left. And I believe after every group we have somewhere between a minute and 90 seconds of recovery. But we should be able to catch our breath a little bit. All right, let's go ahead and do ab circles. Energy-wise, I'm feeling better than earlier this week, but I did a bike ride yesterday, a 10-mile bike ride, and I don't think my hip liked that because today it's feeling funky. Ankle seems about the same. It's twisted my ankle on Tuesday afternoon and kind of happened on the ankle joint, but now I'm starting to feel a little bit of pain, a little bit higher up into my lower leg. So it's always something. Can't remember the last time I felt perfect for a workout. My body feels great, then it's my energy level, and if I feel pretty amped up to work out, then something feels funky, and we just push through it. As long as there's no pain. And big hula hoops. Morning, Cherise. Switch. So tomorrow I do have Julian's event. The Daddy and Donuts. I have to be out in Fountain Valley at 9 in the morning. So, is that a mosquito? Oh, it's a fly. Let's go ahead and do our quad stretch. So that means tomorrow, unfortunately, I have to start the class at 7 a.m. If you can make it, awesome. If you can't, I'll try to have the recording up before I leave to Fountain Valley. So hopefully by like 8:15, the recording is up, so you could do that at your um, own time. So apologies, but as I mentioned before, I haven't I think I've made one of Julian's events at school. Probably like one out of like 10. So I can't I can't have a 10% record with him.
You sound just like my son with the school functions.
Yeah,
I'm the
yeah.
one going.
I know, I feel so bad.
He's always got, he can't make it with his job.
Grab a hold of your ankles and then drop your hips up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Right, and our last one is our deep squat. So just drop down, drop your hips as low as you can. Yeah, during the regular school year, fall and spring, if they had events on Tuesdays or Thursdays, I could go to all of them. But my busy days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and usually events are on Fridays. So, and rise. All right. So, as I mentioned, we're gonna do um, 3 exercises. Each group is 3 exercises, and each exercise we're going to do for 40 seconds. So I'll let you know when we're approaching the 30-second mark in case you want to stop at 30 or the 40 mark. And then once the clock hits 40 seconds, we have 20 seconds recovery. And then as soon as that 20 seconds is over, we're rolling into the next one, okay? So with that being said, first set is going to be cross high knees. A lot of these are movements that you're familiar with, so um, we're only doing them twice for the whole class. So yeah, and then that's the first movement. Hammies cross glutes, heels to opposite glutes, working out the hamstrings. That's the second movement. On the second round, we'll use our arms, and then our third movement is side poses, which is like a warm up lunge, not full motion, but just working on it. Okay, that's going to be one round. Then we're going to repeat each round twice. Questions before we start? All right, so yeah, we don't need any other equipment, just our body for this one. Okay, let me get my start clock. I can find it. Oh, I just had this thing. Where is it? Oh, here it is. All right, so remember, we start right here. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Right here, easy. Remember, we're increasing this workout week by week by 5 seconds. So on week 1, this was a 30-second interval. Last week was 35. This week is 40. And then I think we'll stick with 45 for about 2 weeks, and then we'll raise it up back again to 50. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Very cool. 20 seconds rest. Remember this one? It's just heels to the opposite glute. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Just right here. This first round, you could take it a little bit more passive, and that's for waking up, getting the joints moving. You could get a little bit more height into it. All right, 25 seconds. 30 seconds. So again, for my 30-seconders. Again, some movements are easier than others. 3, 2, 1, time. This is our side pulse. So remember, it's like a halfway lunge, but your arms do come up. We usually start with the easier movements as the workout progresses, so get a little bit more taxing. 3, 2, 1, go. So it's not a straightforward lunge. You see I'm going slightly diagonal both sides. We're at 20 seconds. "30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time." All right, so this is where we take 1 minute rest. Okay, so 1 minute. We'll take a minute 20 just so the clock is even. Otherwise, we're gonna start at the 40-second mark. So 1 minute now, okay? Everyone's okay? Remember, if there's any movements that cause pain, we'll just find an alternative, or just let me know so I could find you an alternative movement. If there's any issues with that lunge, I know I've had some folks saying lunges sometimes are not their best friend. So what you could do is almost like a standing lunge. So you could just kind of do this lunge variation. Okay, 25 seconds. And we're back to the cross high knees. So if you're feeling good, you can go a little bit more of a skip. Okay. 12 seconds. Okay. 5 seconds to go at 45 calories right now. 3, 2, 1, go. So in this one, I'm just, only difference from the first one, I'm just on my toes off my heels. So that's going to promote a little bit of a calf raise. We're at 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Next one is our heel to opposite glute. And we're also using our arms, okay? So far, we don't have crazy warm weather in the morning, so I'll take that. 3, 2, 1, go. So heels first. Once you get that rhythm, incorporate your arms. All right, 30 seconds. So you're opening up your chest and time. Okay. Side pulses in 10 seconds. 58 calories right now. Let's see if we get 300 today. 3, 2, 1, go. Just keep those arms moving too. 25 seconds. Okay, we're at 30. We're at 35. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, first round is done. We have 90 seconds rest. Okay, cherry pickers. So this one, if you want to grab your weights, go ahead and grab them. Last time we used our weights. This one, we went to grab, lift, grab, lift, lean, drop, lean, drop. Okay, that was our cherry pickers. Side step jack, step to the side. Arms are doing a jumping jack motion. Okay, and our third movement is our standing hand to opposite foot. So right here. Okay, we have 25 seconds to go. I'm at 60 calories right now. So, oof, burned off about a quarter of my breakfast. For breakfast, I had coffee, and then I had like an omelet of a hash brown and egg whites. Ready, cherry pickers? Okay, go. So grabbing it, dropping it, drop, grab, grab, drop, drop. That one slipped. And if the weights get a little heavy, you could just do the motion. You could leave the weights down. Right, 33 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, 40 seconds rest, 20 seconds rest. We have our side step jack, our side step jack. Remember, we're here. And if this one's easy, go ahead and do a jumping jack. 3, 2, 1, go. Good job, everyone. Twenty seconds. 30 seconds. Just keep moving. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, so this is our cross toes. Hand to opposite toes. 10 seconds. Okay, and then between the sets, that's where you want to grab some water. So you have about a minute rest after this one. 3, 2, 1, go. For a minute 20, actually. Just stay active. "30 seconds. Sure, you bring those hands back up. 3, 2, 1, time. Whew. All right, a minute 20 rest. Grab some water. A little over a minute to go. How's everyone doing? Doing okay? Anyone just laying down on their couch watching us work out? Eating popcorn for breakfast. Job, Miss Lynn. 40 seconds. Remember, we go back to the cherry pickers. So, gonna have those dumbbells ready. 20 seconds. Remember, we reach, grab the weight, bring it up, grab the weight, bring it up, and then we alternate dropping them. 12 seconds. 100 calories right now. 3, 2, 1, go. Twenty seconds. Three, two, one, time. Side step jack. Yeah, there comes a point during the workout where even during the recovery, you're burning as many calories as your active seconds because your heart rate's just up. And begin. Like in the between the groups, when we had the 80 seconds off, just in that recovery, burned 9 calories. So once you're done with the workout, you might continue to burn more calories for the next, 20 to 40 minutes. 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right, our cross toe taps. All right. And then after this next one, you could unmute yourself and let me know how you're doing, or just type it in on the chat. Ready? 40 seconds. Go. Cross toe taps. Just actively moving. All right, 30 seconds. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Oof. Good job. How's everyone doing?
I'm good.
Good. Good swim. Thank you.
El líder.
Todo bueno, todo
losing my
Julio.
breath.
Everyone sounds a little bit out of breath.
Yeah.
Good, good, good. Okay. This next round, it's gonna be, we start in 40 seconds. We have jumping jacks. Okay, that's the first one. Curtain closers. So standing here, punch and pull, and we switch sides. Alternating. And then the last one is ice skaters, which is gonna be shifting your weight side to side. Or you can do a little bit more exaggerated of a jump, but we're dropping and lowering those hips for that one. Okay, 15 seconds. Or do we need more time? We need another minute? Nope, one more. Okay, ready? Jumping jacks. Okay, go. 40 seconds. Josefina, I almost spoke up. Jumping jacks.
Profesional está viendo. ¿Sí?
Here we go.
Me están viendo.
12 more seconds.
Nos está viendo que nos estamos moviendo.
5, 4, 3, 2, one, time. All right.
Eso está bueno ahora, Julio, está bien.
Okay. No los veo, pero sí los oigo.
Sí, sí, sí.
Quiere ver, quiere ver. Que no estés
Okay.
acostado en el suelo.
Curtain closers. 3, 2, 1. Reach. Turn your hips. Punch. Reach. 25 seconds. Three, two, one. Time. Oof. Ice skaters. 148 calories right now. I think we'll hit the 300 mark. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. And if the jumping is too much, you can just kind of do like a lean and just try to lower your hips side to side. And if that seems too easy, then that's where I want you to jump a little bit more. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, 80 seconds rest. We're back to jumping jacks. 161 calories. Have some water.
108.
108.
Yep.
It's because you're sitting down, Carmen. You're not here.
Yeah, with my leg all on.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, yeah.
Oof.
Too slow, Carmen, too slow.
Oh, no.
You got caught. All right, 30 seconds. So you got 30 seconds. You got jumping jacks. So after this round, we'll be at the halfway point. Okay. 12 seconds. I think we lost someone. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jumping jacks. Go. Go. 20 seconds. Thirty seconds. Three, two, one. Time. Woo. All right. Good stuff. Curtain closers. Will anyone join me tomorrow at 7? Just want to get an idea.
Yes, I will.
Ooh.
See you
All right.
next week.
Okay. Okay. Go curtain closers. Was it? Yeah, curtain closers. See you next week. I'll be here on Saturday. Saturday, same time, 9 a.m.
I thought it was a video Saturday.
No, that was last Saturday because I was camping.
Oh, then I see you on
Yeah.
Saturday.
Not tomorrow.
Video.
It's okay. Yeah, totally fine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Ooh, ice skaters are nice. Ice skaters. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Shift your weight. Thirty seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. That's where we get our 80 seconds rest. Okay, so this one, it's a little bit more leg intensive and some core. So we got inchworms. Remember, hand walk out into a hand plank and then back. That's an inchworm. Duck walk. We're gonna squat down as low as we can and just do like a squat walk. If you get real low, then great. Good for your hips. So real low would be somewhere down here. And then lateral shuffle. Find a space with a lot of length, maybe a hallway. Squat down, and then you're just gonna kind of do like a side skip until the time runs out. Okay, so that's the lateral shuffle. Questions? All right, 15 seconds. Or do we need more time? Let me know if you need an extra minute. If we do, I'm okay. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Inchworm. Don't say I didn't ask you for more rest. And remember, if you're feeling a little bit tired, you can stop at 30 seconds. This was one of those that's a little bit more taxing. At 25 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. All right, duck walk. Duck walk, ready? So just squat down and walk. Okay, down and walk. Okay. Pretty slow movement. And then I'm just gonna go in reverse. And repeat. "25 seconds, reverse. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oof. That was pretty slow. It takes a lot out of you. All right. We have our lateral shuffle right now. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. You're just going side to side. Three, 2, 1, time. All right. 80 seconds rest. Job. 40 seconds. Everyone's feeling okay. Whew. People are alive.
Rihanna,
Everyone's- Olivia, you're good?
yeah, I'm good. Can you hear my music?
No. Okay. What are you playing?
That's music for exercise myself. That's my mero mole, Julio.
There you go. Good. Inchworms. 3, 2, 1. Go. Keep moving. Don't stop. Twelve more seconds. Get this last one in. And time. Whew. 20-second rest. Duck walks. This hip is annoying me. Ready? Squat down and walk. And then once you're here, walk back. And again. Actively moving for 40 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Whew. Lateral shuffle in 12 seconds. Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Go. Twelve more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right. Have our 80 seconds rest here. Okay. 2, 3 different exercises here. We're gonna do bunny hops, so on our toes. It's right here, like if we're jump roping. So off your heels. 40 seconds of that. Mountain climbers here, and then holding yourself up and doing a mountain climber, and then body weight walking lunges. So these are gonna be lunge, reset, lunge, reset. Okay, and if that lunge motion is not comfortable, then give me about 3, 2, 3, and then switch. Do 3 there and keep switching after every third one for 40 seconds. Okay. But if you could do the walking lunges, give me those. All right, I'm at 267 calories right now. Shirt's starting to sweat a little bit. This is set number or group number 5. Okay, bunny hops, go. We have this group and one more group after. At 25 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Mountain climbers, okay? This one will take some energy out of you. Get on the floor. Get ready for this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 40 seconds. As much as you can. Okay, this is one of the tougher ones we do today. Keep moving. We're at 25 seconds. Three, 2, 1, time. Woo. Walking lunges. I have to take like 2 minutes after this one. Ready? Okay, go. Remember, walking lunges, you reset. If you're doing standing lunges, you just do 3 on one leg, 3 on the other, then alternate. You want to keep your torso nice and upright. I usually inhale my way down. Exhale my way up. Three, 2, 1, time. All right. Okay. 80 seconds recovery. Well, personally, I think the highest workout, the most I burned's been like in the 340s. It's gonna get close today for that all-time record. Good job. Everyone still with me? Anyone hurting? Any movements? Sheila?
I have only 170 calorie burn.
170? Okay.
Still
I'm
here.
not hopping too much.
Y aquí estamos, Julio. Yo llevo 285.
There you go. Okay, yeah, sometimes it's just the body size, different factors, smaller frames, the room that you're in, if it's a little bit warmer or not. But yeah, but if we're also taking a little bit more rest, that could influence it. But yeah, I think anything over 200 calories, which I think most should get once we're done with the workout, it's definitely worth it. So, oh, 293. Bunny hops. Let's go hopscotch this time. Ready? Okay, you go. So hopscotch, legs out and forward, back. It's almost like you're playing hopscotch back in school. It's just slight variations help activate. Oh, got stuck on that one. Help activate little different fibers of our lower leg and keeps it fun. 3, 2, 1, time. Oof. Oh man. Mountain climbers. I feel like after this one, like I get pretty drained. Oh. See how excited I am to do these. 3, 2, 1, go. Just keep moving. $30. 3, 2, 1, time. Lunges. I'm gonna try the 3 lunges on one leg, 3 on the other, and alternate. Ready? Okay, go. So 1, 2, 3, then switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2. Try to get those hips as low as you can. Switch. And time. Oh, I think that was harder. I think I burned my legs more than the walking lunges. All right. Last set. We have power jacks. So again, the squat and the jumping jack together. Then we have over the line. So over the line is similar to a bunny hop, but we're gonna go side to side. Just imagine the line running straight here and we're jumping over it. Okay, so the idea when you're jumping left to right is when you jump right, the lateral side of your right leg is getting worked on. And left, that's gonna do a little bit more work on that left lateral side. And then high knee progression, 40 seconds. So just, we're gonna go 15 seconds walking, then a skip, and then a run, the last 10. Okay, doing 2 rounds of that. 312 calories right now. Oof. And again, I'm including the warm-up too, so I'm making every calorie count. Power jacks, 5 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. So stay low and actively moving. All right, 30 seconds. Three, 2, 1, time. Quads. Quads are on fire. Over the line. I have one line here, so I'm just gonna go side to side. Good job, everyone. 320 counts. 3, 2, 1, go. Side to side. Should look something like this. And if you get tired, slow down. Feeling good again, stay active. These are not my most supportive shoes till I feel out my arches and time. Ooh. Tiny progression. That's where we march. Bring your knees up, and then progress into a run. 3, 2, 1, go. So 15 seconds march, 15 seconds skip, 10-second run. And skip. And run. Three, two, one, time. Whew. Just one more round and we're done. 3 more exercises. There's those 3 that we finished. And we'll cool down. Good job, everyone. Are you at 200 calories yet, Neelam?
Yes, now it is 207.
There you go. Good stuff. Yeah, like I've said before, running, walking is probably one of the easier ways to burn calories, just time efficiently. But you're seeing the variation of movements that we're doing with running. I mean, walking and running, you're just getting like the same mobility on your hip, and your leg does this, your knee, and your ankle. So it's all pretty just continuous, but with the variations of exercises we're doing, you see that we're touching lateral sides, we're pretty much working everything. So it's not just burning calories, but strengthening every aspect of every joint and muscle and tendon. All right, here we go. Power jacks. 3, 2, 1, go. We're almost done with week 3. Week 3 of 10. All right, 30 seconds. Three, two, one, time. Oh, done with power jacks. Over the line. 343 calories. Yeah, I think this is the most I've burned. Ready? Okay, go. I think 346 was my record. Most calories burned in these classes. You can see I'm slowing down. I'm not a machine. I'm tired too. Three, two, one, time. Oof. I need progression. The last one here. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Mini march. Skip. Run. in time. All right. Good job, everyone. Any high fives? New record for me. I'm gonna
276.
Oh, nice. We're
Yeah,
good.
I died.
Oh, I'm at 360. Oh. Hold on, I'm just trying to decompress, try and cool off a little bit. How's everyone? Sharif, Sarah,
305. 305.
Teresa, we're alive. We're still there. All right. Let's go ahead, sit on that left hand. Right hand comes over. And yeah, so I'm glad we burned a lot because yeah, like I said, tomorrow we have to meet early, or I have to go early. And if you can make it, then don't worry. You know, there's the video recording. And yeah, so we still kind of burned quite a bit tomorrow or today or tomorrow, and then switch. And yeah, even if you want to take tomorrow off, that's okay. But if you could do me a favor and just hit that go into Canvas and still log in, then maybe just watch the video. Like yesterday, I ended up talking about mobility and range of motion and injuries for a while. So sometimes I guess I say some good stuff. Sometimes, most of the time I'm just working out. But yeah, so log in. Let's reach. Grab a hold of your torso. Grab a hold of your backrest. Switch. Right, left ankle on that right knee. I like stopping it when it hits the hour mark. So I still have another 3 minutes to go. Sometimes I have a Garmin watch, and the application that gives me more data more data on the information my Garmin receives gives me a badge, like a virtual trophy. But usually it's at the hour mark, so yeah. If I get it. What kind of music did you have, Olivia? Bring that me up.
Yes, a fitness music.
Okay.
It was good. I'm sweating a lot.
Good. Good stuff. I had a client that anytime she came over for a workout here, she just wanted to play Jennifer Lopez. That's all we played. Then I had another client that was just heavy metal music. I don't think my neighbors liked when that client came over. Let's push down. Gentle push. And let's bring that knee up. All right. That should do it. 371 calories for me. I'll take that as my new calorie burn record for these sessions.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know. And oh, if I wasn't meeting with my running group this evening, I'd probably just take today off because that's the same amount of calories I would burn for like a 4-mile run. So yeah, I mean that's nice. I think I burned more right now on this workout than on my 10-mile bike ride yesterday. So any questions before we head out?
No, I need to relax. And
If we are lightweight and tall, then still we need to burn that much calorie or?
No, so as I was mentioning, I had a couple gentlemen's about 180, wife was about 130, and on our 90-minute workout, he would burn around 900 calories, and she would burn around 550.
Wow.
So yeah, so there's a huge discrepancy based on your size and your weight. So and sometimes it's just rest too. So yeah, don't feel like you had lesser of a workout than I did because of the calories burned. It's just yeah, imagine I'm just like a heavy duty truck that burns like diesel and needs a lot more fuel to burn and move. And then your body might be a little bit more efficient, so you don't burn as many calories. And that's usually something that does happen when you get so good at something, your body does become efficient. So it does become a little bit harder sometimes to burn calories. So for me, since I've been a runner for a long time, running's probably not the most efficient way. I think I burn more calories by swimming or hiking because that's such a different movement than you know, so my body's like confused.
So if I am like 118 pound, 118 pound, and like 5'3" height, and senior citizen, old.
Yeah, and I mean, and so you're about 30% smaller than I am, so it makes sense why you burn about 30% less calories too. So yeah, so no, if you burn the same as much as me, you might disappear soon because you're burning so much. So yeah. All right, folks. Well, tomorrow at
Thank
7,
you. Thank you
course.
so much.
I'll make an
Tomorrow at
announcement.
You.
7 a.m. tomorrow. Yeah, I have Daddy and Donuts tomorrow with Julian.
oh, thank you. That's
Yeah.
very
If,
nice of you.
Next
Enjoy your
Thursday,
time.
if I am away, then I can see the recording, right?
Of course, yes.
Okay.
Gracias, Julio. Gracias,
All right,
Julia.
adios,
Thank
everyone.
Bye,
Have a good
Julio.
day.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
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 Thank you. Have a good day.